She is a gardening trend. You write that, right?
Yes, we create a garden trend report. 2020 is our 19th report.
Wow.
Yes.
Now, how do we get to you if we want to talk to you? You brought that up. Is it Facebook?
Yes,
is it,
on Facebook. I'm Katie Garden Girl, and you can ask me whatever questions you have there about gardening in general, whatever you have, or plants that you've purchased from Cottage Farms. And I like to share little tidbits that I find interesting there too, that I think you would as well.
I would love to go there. She's also an author and just a great person to hang around and talk about plants with and get you inspired and get you excited. Listen, it only takes a little push to get you there. We'll talk about that in a little bit. I'd love to know how you started gardening. I'll share with you how I started gardening. But first, let's talk about the 3-piece Neptune Catmint. This is another new one in the show. It's on 5 payments of $5.80, and it has free shipping and handling. This just gets bigger and bigger and better and better, and your cat will love it, is basically what Katie told me. I want to talk about that too. They are fragrant, they're heat tolerant, they're drought tolerant, they are resistant to deer and rabbits. They do attract butterflies and hummingbirds and so much more. But my first question to you is this.
Yes.
What if you don't have a cat? Are the neighborhood cats going to come over? I mean, what's going to happen?
That's a good question. I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think you'll be attracting cats with these. I did post, though, a couple pictures of my cats this summer. I planted these within 3 minutes. They were like lounging and rolling in them. I don't have this particular one. This one's new, so I can't wait to get this one. But mine is a little bit more compact. This one is different than maybe other catmint you've grown before. Whether you're attracting cats or not, it is still the most delicious smelling catmint.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah, so it has this delicious smell, and it's also such a really, really staple for any pollinator garden. But what makes this one, isn't it great?
It is.
It
Can
has
I put
like
it in
an
my
earthy
tea?
mint, so this is not edible for people.
Okay.
Yeah.
You should have told me that at the beginning. I was going to start chewing on this thing. It's so good.
It won't kill you, but
Boy, but it brings this freshness to the air.
Yes, and
it's like a
I
minty
think this
fresh.
is the first fragrant plant we had in the show. I love, we talked about memory, and when you smell something, how that evokes a really strong memory, but it also just adds so much to your garden. I would love to plant this. This is going to be a little bit taller, maybe 12 to 18 inches tall, but the great thing about this plant is it's big flowers. You're thinking, I've grown catmint. The leaves and the flowers on that one don't look the same. This Neptune has bigger leaves and bigger flowers than any catmint you've grown before.
That's what I love that you guys do, is you take something that people love,
Yes,
and you find a way or discover how to make it better. And that's one of the things that you've done here. This is new, and I did promise you a lot of new in the show, and we're delivering. 5 easy payments of $5.80. I mean, this has everything going for it. Where do you suggest we put it? We're getting a set of 3.
You are getting 3. And you know, while there are, I said that these are bigger than others, they'll only be about 12 inches wide. Okay. So I pulled some phlox over, which we have coming up, which is also fragrant, also a pollinator plant, and a full sun-loving plant. Ooh. I would love to see, this is going to be about 2 feet tall.
Oh,
so the purple and the white together, look how beautiful that is.
Ooh, wait,
yes.
Let me do it like this. Let me go this way with it. Oh, that is so, yeah, because that'll tear down.
And we have, let's just throw some Amsonia in there.
You did red, white, and blue right there.
It does feel like that.
It's like
and
a little patriotic.
These are almost firework-looking plants, too.
Yeah.
So we've got our Amsonia, our phlox, our fashionably early phlox, and our catmint here.
Do these all have same bloom time?
No, so that's, you know, one of the things that you want to make sure that you try to do in your garden is you want to plant in succession, as we call it, but you would just want plants to bloom at different times. And so this one will bloom earlier than other phlox, so it will bloom early in the spring, and then you've got summer and summer into fall. So this Amsonia will be blooming all the way into fall.
So I'm trying to talk the buyers into, or the programming here to let me do a show, or somebody do a show where we talk to the viewer about different heights and bloom times.
I love that.
Yeah, because it's hard to figure that out. Now that looks
stunning.
like something that you would do, because you said you do one
I love color blocking.
Color. Yeah.
Yes, and it's planted with some roses. We had some Eden climbing roses in our show the other day. Yeah. I love this with the roses, that purple color. But see how it's standing so upright like that?
Yeah.
That's something that other catmints have not done before.
Is it bordered by a hedge there?
That was bordered by I think it was a boxwood hedge.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now what are we looking at now?
So this is just a densely I mean, it shows you how dense the flowers grow, but also how tall they grow. But the thing that you want to note here is that these plants are on really sturdy stems. So sometimes you worry about with a plant that has really long legs like that, will a windstorm come over and knock it over and it will just be a flop and a big empty hole? No, because these are so strong and so sturdy that they will always remain that strong, upright shape.
You know what, Katie, I'm kind of getting a feel of, especially in the next graphic here, I'm kind of getting a lavender feel.
Absolutely. They have a
to it.
very similar color.
Yeah.
And they're a lot like lavender where they're drought tolerant, heat tolerant. They attract pollinators. They have a scent. I love them for all of those reasons. Lavender just has that evergreen foliage, and this one will die back completely.
Okay.
But this one is so unique because it's going to have actually a couple more flowers than lavender. So if you love the purple color of lavender, you will love catmint.
Love these. I got to tell you though, just standing right here and the scent wafting
Yes.
up is so soothing, and it's so like minty and wonderful. If you're going to create, and I love a scent garden.
Me too.
So many themes we can do, I got to tell you. Having something like this in a pot right next to you, oh my gosh. I mean, it just feels, the air just feels so clean when you smell it.
And these would be great in pots because they are more compact. When we talk about putting together containers, you may have heard us talk about the thriller, filler, and spiller combo. So you're looking for a plant like our gomphrena that's going to be lower and more around the bottom. Then you've got this catmint that'll be that filler. So it will be dense, covered with flowers in the middle. And then we could take some irises or our handwriting on the wall daylilies, throw them in the middle for some height.
She's the thriller?
She's the thriller.
Okay.
So you throw something in the
Whoa,
middle for
that
height.
looks so good together there. Oh, I love that. Just that poo. It looks,
Yes.
it looks like a firework
And
shooting out.
These irises bloom in June. And so if you are planting these together, as these irises fade, the catmint will start to bloom.
Are those the irises that are blue, have a blue
These are.
foliage on them?
Yes, they are.
Oh,
The Gerald Darby.
They're in the show, by the way. Yeah. Okay, there are some more beautiful graphics there. This is new. It is on 5 easy payments of $5.80. Plus, we have free shipping and handling. And remember, these just get bigger and bigger and better as you go along. What a beautiful 2-hour show with Cottage Farms. Let's talk about our next item. We're calling, this is actually, we're not